All right, in case you guys haven't heard, Florida just flipped the script on open carry because the ban that was in place is officially done. It is no more. And that means for the first time since 1987, law-abiding Floridians, we can legally strap on a sidearm and carry it out in the open. And it all started with one guy, one holster pistol, and a copy of the Constitution on the 4th of July. Yeah, can't make this stuff up. So stick with me because I'm going to break down what the law was, what changed, and what exactly is the law right now, and what we expect to be the law going forward. Sorry y'all, but I'm home alone trying to record this video, and my dog, who is attention needy, is sitting at the door crying. So instead of having a crying puppy in the back of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and let her be in the video. So let's talk about what happened, because for nearly 4 decades, Florida has been one of the so-called gunshine states, but with a giant asterisk. There was no open carry. And then since 1987, it's been flat out illegal to carry a pistol on your hip where people can see it. Now, there were some exceptions, if you want to call them that. They were exceptions. You can open carry while you were hunting, you can open carry while you were fishing, or open carry while you were camping, but that was it. Everywhere else, nope. Concealed carry, yeah. Open carry, forget about it. And in 2017, the Supreme Court even said that the ban was fine and dandy. That was the world us Floridians lived in up until now. Now, fast forward to this year, because a guy in Pensacola, he gets arrested on the 4th of July with a holster pistol on his hip and a Constitution in his hand. That case made it all the way to the 1st District Court of Appeal, and boom, the judges say that Florida's ban on open carry is literally unconstitutional. And you might be asking yourself, why? Why now? Well, that's because the Supreme Court's decision, the Bruin decision, literally changed the landscape for the Second Amendment. That is what changed, because if you want to ban a gun right, you better prove that it's got deep roots in American history. And Florida, they had nothing. They had no tradition, no history to back up the ban. And so the ban was struck down just like that.
Guys, just a reminder that we need to be supporting organizations that help protect and defend our Second Amendment rights. And while there are many organizations out there, in my humble opinion, the best one is going to be GOA. They are always taking to court these tyrants that want to trample all over your Second Amendment rights, your God-given rights to your Second Amendment. So again, we need to support organizations to help protect and defend our Second Amendment. In my humble opinion, there's nobody better than GOA.
Now here's where things get a little bit spicy, because when the ruling dropped, you had the Attorney General for Florida. He jumped onto social media and he basically said that because no Florida court will be any longer empowered to convict a defendant for openly carrying a gun, likewise, law enforcement and prosecutors should refrain from arresting or prosecuting law-abiding citizens carrying a firearm in a manner that is visible to others. Meaning that of last week, open carry is the law of the state. Yay! So that's it. That's the green light. Florida is officially an open carry state. Now, of course, the dog wanted to go inside because it's nice and cool inside. Got the air conditioner going. Out here in the garage, it's really hot, and I don't blame her. So she's gone, hopefully for the rest of the video. We'll see. But in the meantime, we need to talk about the fine print, because even with open carry now legal in Florida, I need you guys to understand that there are several important places and situations where firearms are forbidden or where restrictions apply. And that first one is going to be sensitive locations, because open carry is still not allowed in places such as the police station, the sheriff's station, the highway patrol station, completely off limits. And same thing with detention facilities, prisons, jails. Of course, you cannot open carry or conceal carry or carry at all in one of those locations. Courthouses and courtrooms, obviously those are off limits. Polling places, government meetings of governmental bodies such as counties, municipalities, or school districts, just to name a few. And speaking of schools, completely off limits. You cannot carry openly or concealed into a school, elementary, secondary, high school. Certain athletic events are also off limits unless they are specifically firearm related. Designated areas of the bar where alcohol is served off limits. And of course, you have airports, inside passenger terminals, or sterile areas. Those are completely off limits. Don't try it. Now, we also have behavior restrictions, and basically what it means is that you cannot angrily or threateningly open carry your firearm. You cannot display it openly and brandish it to be used to menace someone else, because the law still prohibits threatening behavior. So do not be a menace with your firearm.
A problem, stupid? I said, do we have a problem? Oh, you got a problem, boy. Right here. Here's your problem. Right there. Right there. All right. Yeah. All right. Play a little game. Right here. I said, do we have a problem? Huh? Oh, USSR. Now you better get your stank asses up out of here before I cause a nuclear holocaust up in here, fool. Let's go, let's go. Oh, come on now. Fool, little bit Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Now, of course, private owners, property owners, private businesses, theme parks, etc., they can still prohibit firearms on their property. So if someone openly carries in a place where it's prohibited by the owner and then refuses to leave after being asked to leave, there could be criminal consequences. You could be charged with a felony for armed trespassing. Don't do it. And of course, we still have the existing statutory language. Florida Statute 790.053, otherwise known as the Open Carry Statute. It still exists. You can look it up right now. It still exists. But the only thing that's changed is the enforcement of the open carry of firearms. It was undermined by this court ruling. That exact statute makes open carry of firearms illegal under existing law. But after the ruling, enforcement has been directed to cease. So now you might be asking yourself, is this the end of the story? Maybe, maybe not, because the Attorney General did come out and say that he is not appealing this ruling. But technically, there is still a window for challenges, and don't be surprised if lawmakers try to tinker with this in the next legislative session. But as of right now, September 17, 2025, if you are legally allowed to carry, you can do it openly in Florida. Just don't become the next Florida man while doing so. Now, of course, this is a massive win for the Second Amendment here in Florida. I will be keeping my eye on whether the feds or anti-gun groups try to push back on this new ruling. And if they do, I will be one of the first to let you know. Now, if y'all want to stay ahead of these changes, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and drop a comment. I'll do my best to read and to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and check out the rest of these videos down here. I think you're gonna like what you see. Either way, I appreciate y'all for watching to the end. And don't forget, stay safe, stay trained, and stay free. Take care, y'all.